Hi. Hello. It's Maya. My lips are fucking dry. Welcome back to my channel. So this video is something that I've been thinking about filming for a little bit. It's taken me 22 years to get to a place in my room where I feel like it's actually my room and my space. And it wasn't always like that. So I wanted to wait until I kind of felt in a place where I was like, hell yeah, like I want to show this off. I like what I've done with it. I enjoy my space. I enjoy my time in here. And as a bonus, I want to kind of give like some tips and tricks because my room is very small. It's slightly oddly shaped. It is just like a normal like square rectangle, but then I have this area right here where I don't know why it does this, but like it's wall and then there's another like section right here. So obviously I put that there. So maybe this will help you if you also have a small room or you just want to feel less crammed, less cluttered, maybe make the room feel kind of bigger and style it in a way that makes it feel like your own. The second reason I'm making this is because I don't really watch room tour videos on YouTube, but when I do, they are very bland. A lot of IKEA furniture, a lot of black and white. I tried that phase. I wasn't into it. I couldn't get into it. We're not doing the whole monochromatic thing. Like I want color and things on the wall and I just want my room to feel nice. And lastly, I would say about 90% of the things that I own are either thrifted, secondhand, or DIY'd. And they are all pretty much very cheap. Everything in here is at least under $50. I also want to show you guys how I organize things in here because small rooms come with the disadvantage of having no space to put anything. And I am someone who has a lot of like little random shit that I need storage for. So if you're like me, maybe this will help. And I just want to show off my little tiny humble abode. This room has gone through many phases in its lifetime. I've had my blue walls phase. I've had my every square inch of my room filled with posters phase. I've had my monochromatic black and white phase. I've had my mattress on the floor because I decided to be a bum phase. It's gone through a lot. So I want to show you guys where I'm at now. It isn't 100% where I would like it to be, but really at this point it's just like finding random shit at stores, mostly thrift stores, that I like, that I think would be good like decorative styling pieces. So with that long and probably boring introduction over with, we are gonna slide over to the first part of my room, which is right behind my door. Holy shit. Good evening. So when you first walk into my room, this is what you'll see behind the door. This is a very overstuffed coat rack. As you can see, I have way too many sweaters and flannel and a wig. Really, honestly, just a bunch of outdoor wear that I really don't need, but I'm not going to get rid of because I'm stubborn. On this wall, we have this glorious mirror, as you can see. I got this from Goodwill. Guess how much it was? Wrong. $13, bitch. $13 for this big ass fucking mirror. Now it pretty much came in the shape that you see it in right now. The only thing that, hello? There was some like little like nicks and chipped paint at the top. So all I really had to do was just give it like a quick little paint job and it was all good again. I was unsure about like the wood paneling in here. I wasn't sure if I was going to like keep it the brown color, if I was gonna paint it black, if I was gonna paint it white. But when I actually got it into my room, I really kind of liked it. I want to add more like wood textures to my room, which I have started to kind of do. You will see in a little bit. But yeah, I really like how it looks like this, so I don't think I'm going to change anything else with it. These little bulb looking string lights that you see, these are from Amazon. Not sure how much I paid for them. I would say maybe like $10 to $12, but they're really nice. They have a bunch of different settings. I'll turn it on maybe, get some aesthetic going. I don't use it often. But you know, it's good for like movie nights or when you're trying to get it in but you want the lights off because you're insecure about your body, so you just turn those on and hey, you got some light, right? The only other thing I have in this corner is these two little crystals. This one is an amethyst and this one is a rose quartz. Sometimes I like to sit here and hold them and act like I can feel their power flowing through me when in reality it's probably just anxiety. Okay, so we moved over about 3 inches. I know it was a very dramatic change. It was needed. So we have this lovely mirror right here. It reminds me very much of like a window on a boat. I feel like a sailor with it in my room. I just hung it on a nail right here. It's got a rope that already came with it. I got it from the dollar store for $12. I thought that was a steal. Now that brings me to my first tip for small rooms. You are going to find that I have a lot of mirrors in here. I got 5 of them. One of them is really small, so I guess it doesn't count, so I guess 4. Mirrors will open up a space. You will feel so less cramped, less claustrophobic. I don't know, open spaces just make you feel more alive. So that is a pro tip. If you have a small room, add a bunch of mirrors, okay? It'll give the illusion that you have more space in your room. Okay, moving down here, this is just a little framed skeleton dude. I actually got this from Joann's from their Halloween sale, but I'm an emo ass bitch. I like skulls, I like spooky, dooky, creepy things. I would love to fill my room up with more things like that, so that's a goal in the future. But for now, here he is. He's not going anywhere. He's gonna live right here, happily ever after. Now down here on the floor is nothing special. I have a floor heater and I have a bunch of wires. This dresser that you see is actually from a thrift store. I got this for about $30. This also pretty much came in this condition. The only thing that I've had to do is just give it an updated paint job. And then these handles actually came gold, but my mom and I unscrewed them and we spray painted them black, which staring at them, the black is starting to chip off, but that's understandable. It's been a few years. So I just need to give them a quick little revamp, a little update, and all will be well again. I would open these drawers and show you kind of how much space is in them, but if I'm being honest, I had to clean up before this and I shoved a bunch of random shit in there that I need to put away later. So I'm not gonna be showing you all that. And also I am going to be doing like a clothing closet dresser drawer tour sometime in the future. So you'll see it eventually. Now let's zoom in a bit closer so I can show you what we have on top of it. If I can get up. So this is everything that I have on my dresser. I'm gonna start in this corner right here. So this glass container, I actually have no idea where it came from. This was a hand-me-down from my sister. I'm guessing she either got it from like Target, Kohl's, or Walmart. Once again, I'm not entirely sure. This tray that you see on top of it is from Michael's from their Halloween section. I just really liked how it looked. I have all these hairs on here too, which come from these hair ties that I have wrapped around this vintage Mountain Dew bottle. My grandpa was an antique seller, so when he passed away, we all kind of got like first pick of what we wanted, and this was really random, but it was one of the things that I took because I'm a cliche incel who eats Doritos in my mom's basement that we don't actually have, but I'm just saying. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that Mountain Dew is my favorite soda, so I was like, I gotta have a vintage Mountain Dew bottle. Why am I taking so long on this? These are just some fancy perfumes that I never use, and then we got some rings and some ear jewelry here. Now, these are kind of hard to open because I don't open them often, but really, I just shove shit that I have no idea what to do with into these things. So I've got some like gauge cards right here. I've got some old glasses, these weird Beatles sunglasses that I got at a vintage shop in like 2013 that I never wear. I'm gonna be very careful pulling these out. This drawer I do use because this is where I keep all my barrettes. I've got some movie tickets, some thin hair ties that I rarely use, and this ruler. And then in this last one, I have some ancient iPods and some like Mexican coins and 50-cent coins. This is just random shit, really. I have a plug in here. Why? I don't know. This mirror right here is from Target. This little stand, I don't know where this is from. This is also a hand-me-down from my sister, so apologies. But on top of it, I just have like my daily perfume, my daily deodorant, and a candle for some, I don't know, ambiance. And then over here in this corner, we have this crate that I got from Michael's. They sell a bunch of these. You can buy them for very cheap. I'm guessing this was probably like $8 to $12. It came in like a very pale white wood type of color, and all I did was I just took some watercolor and I kind of just made it look like it was like a stained wood. And in here, I pretty much keep a bunch of oils and hair products and lotions. And then this headband that has blood on it from when I did my Hellraiser look. And then this little container I just have a bunch of Q-tips and like nail filing stuff. I have this also, which has just random stuff in it. This is what I mean where I say that there's a lot of random things that I have that I like don't have storage for. This is kind of like a somewhat aesthetically pleasing, not hard on the eyes thing to look at. So I literally have like batteries, a magnet, 2 little extra razor heads. Now scanning up above my dresser, we have some artsy fartsy things. Some of these are mine. These 3 paintings 4 paintings, my bad. These 4 paintings right here are mine, along with this little drawing right here. This is a print that I got from Redbubble. I actually got the wrong thing, and by me, I mean my dad. I'm planning on buying this in like a big poster anyways, so it's not a big deal to me. This is a little picture postcard thingy that I got from my friend Gabby when she went to Arizona, I think it was, or San Diego. I don't remember, but we both have a black cat, so. And then this is how I store my necklaces and my hanging earring jewelry. I just have a bunch of these clear thumbtacks that I shoved into the wall, and then I hung shit from them. And then these are where I store my glasses. Sometimes, not all the time. I've hung them up here for this video, but to be honest with you, about 90% of the time, they are never over here. But what they're hanging on are actually little things that you're supposed to like stick to the wall and like wrap wires through to keep them, you know, organized and together. They're good for hanging glasses, so there you go. And then on this wall, lining the ceiling, we just have some posters. They're all from Redbubble except for the Knuckle Puck one. That one came with a CD pre-order. And then we have this Star Wars puzzle that we did and sealed and framed. And I really like the colors in it, so I put it in my room. And yes, I do like Star Wars, so don't come for me. Thank you. Hi, I'm standing on a chair. This is one of my windows. Both of the windows in my room look exactly the same. So with how small my room is, I actually have very small windows, which is not at all convenient because not a lot of light comes into this room. But either way, that's not the point. I'm going to talk about the things that are on it. They both have this curtain on it. I'm not sure exactly what this is from. I'm about 94% sure my mom got it from my grandma. This garland right here I got from Michael's. It was kind of pricey. I think I paid like $12 for it, which is, you know, annoying, but whatever. And then this shelf is a newer addition to my room. I actually made this myself. All I did was I went to Menards, which I think Menards is more of like a Midwestern thing, so if you don't have it, I'm pretty sure you can just go to like Home Depot or something, or like Lowe's, I don't know. But basically all it is just this wooden plank that's resting upon these 2 brackets that were drilled into the wall. It isn't drilled into the bracket right here, but I do actually plan on doing that eventually, but right now it's fine. And then I just have my books on top of here that I rarely read and probably will never get around to reading. But aesthetic, right? I did actually used to have my horror DVDs up on here, which you guys might have saw if you follow me on like Instagram or Twitter. I did not realize how many horror movies that I had, and with the fact that I still want to like be collecting more, I moved them over to a different spot, which I will also probably end up moving again. Nothing is consistent right now. And the price for both of these shelves, so both of the shelves, the 4 brackets, and then the like little nail drill bit things, whatever, that we used to put into the wall, the price was only like $28. So that is a steal. And I'm gonna get off this chair before I fall and break my neck, and we're gonna go over to my desk area. So this is my desk area. This desk is actually one of the only furniture things in this room that wasn't thrifted. I actually got it from IKEA. I wanted it in white, but they didn't have it in white. And then I saw the black and I was like, you know what, that's not half bad. So it's just got a black framing around it, and then a glass tabletop, which is kind of annoying because it gets dirty pretty easily, but I mean, Windex, right? And then it's just got this shelf right here, which this white thing below it did not come with it. It's not connected or anything, but we'll get to that. This lamp is actually from my grandma. It's really weird. It's just like a mason jar with like a light bulb attached to the top of it. We have like 2 of them. I don't know where she gets these things. I'm just gonna slide right in here. Move this aside. These are fucked up and they're annoying me, but I'm too lazy to fix them right now, so you guys will have to suffer with me. Now, as you can see, I have some containers right here that I just use to hold all my art supplies. These 2 little things are just from Goodwill, and then this really convenient pencil holder is from Amazon. The glasses were probably like 50 cents. This, I think, was maybe like $11. Once again, I'm not entirely sure. If I can find these things, like if they're still available, obviously I will link them down below. Now, like I said before, this is not connected to this. This is actually just like, it just comes right off and makes things fall. I actually don't know where that went, so I'm just gonna leave it. But once I wipe the dust aside, I just have 2 journals right here, and then TV remotes, and then the thing that fell was a video game controller. So this little 2 storage compartment is also from Menards, but honestly you could buy this at like Target, probably Walmart or something, and then once again like Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever like hardware store that you have around you, you could probably find this at. The reason why this wood is out is because I was stupid when I put it together and I did it backwards. So there's a bunch of nails on the white side and I don't like how that looks. I was planning on like one day painting it, but honestly I don't think that's ever gonna happen. In the top shelf here, This is mostly like where I keep my electronics slash, I guess, YouTube, computer, technological things. I've got a lot of wires in here, headphones, storage things. My external hard drive is usually in here. I have my drawing tablet, and then the container that it is being kept in, which is also another container that I have that is under my bed that holds all my hair supplies. And then there's also another one that I have on my shelf, which you shall see. They're 3 different size containers, and they were from At Home. Then on this bottom shelf, firstly on the floor, we have a Pop-Tart, which I'm gonna throw out. I'm not gonna eat it. But this is where I keep like art stuff. So I've got like a palette, my watercolors, a drawing pad, some more watercolor stuff, things of that nature. Now you may have noticed recently that I got a ring light, and this motherfucker is huge as shit. So with my tiny ass house, you're probably like, Maya, how the fuck do you store it? Well, I keep the cord plugged in a corner over there by my dresser that I was talking about before, and then I take the ring light part off of the tripod part, and I fold the tripod up and I shove it under my bed, and then I take the ring light and I put that under my bed as well. Now as for this bed itself, it's really nothing special. That pillow is from Marshall's. I think it was $14. This fluffy one was from Target. I don't know how much I paid for it. This was from Michael's in 2018, and then this is from Michael's 2019. I think I paid $30 for this, which was incredibly too much, but I knew it was gonna be one of the things that was like gonna sell out before it went on sale, so I just copped it right away. And this one I got when it was on sale. Maybe it was like 12 bucks. A lot of things in this video are turning out to be $12. Coincidence?
I think not!
So yeah, this is my bed. It's got a very small frame to it. I don't know how much that was because that was a Christmas present, because like I said before, I had the phase where I slept with my mattress on the ground, and my dad said absolutely not. Moving along. So we've got some more flags and posters. This one I got at Warped Tour in 2015. This one is from eBay. That one's from AP Magazine. This one is from Redbubble, along with this one. And then this is another antique thing that I got from my grandpa's basement. And yeah, that's my bed. This is where I eat, sleep, edit. We're gonna move along to the other window. I'm too short for this. This is basically the same setup, I just have different things stored up here. A lot of the greenery, floral stuff that you see on top of here is from Michael's, along with what is on my big bookcase. The only things that aren't are, I think, this little thing and this. I think those are both from Target. Everything else is from Michael's. I don't know what it is about like adding like plants, whether they're real or fake. All of mine are fake because I have cats and I don't want them to eat them and die, because they are dumb and they will do that. Well, one of them is dumb and she will do that. So even though they're all fake, they really just bring like liveliness to the room, and I just like how it looks. So other than that, we have this little skeleton hand, which I got from Michael's from the Halloween section. We have this glass skull jar, which I got from Marshall's. This little mason jar is from Goodwill, but I got a little mouse skeleton in it because he's my friend. And then this right here is an urn with my cat's ashes in it, which may be kind of morbid to some people, but that was my bitch, okay? So I have 2 different necklaces. One is filled with her ashes, and one has her fur in it, because she's gonna be with me for all time. But enough about my dead cat. Let's move over to the bookcase, shall we? Once again, I'm too short to be in frame. Every single thing on top of here is from Michael's. They range from about like, I would say $3 to $20. Once again, I did not get all of these at once, so it wasn't like I just randomly spent $100 on these. I got them spaced out over time. I just really like how it looks. And the only thing that I have stored up here is just a bunch of different candles. So this top shelf here is where I used to have my books, and it's where I ended up moving my DVDs. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm gonna fit all of the ones that I'm going to get, but I mean, I guess that's a good thing for now, because I can hold off on buying shit that I don't need, which is obviously what I'm gonna do this year. But for now, I'm okay with this collection. I will grow it sporadically and hopefully slowly. Right here, this is that 3rd container, the smallest one that I was talking about before that came from At Home. I'm just keeping stuff for a future video in here, mostly like modification stuff, just so that I can like keep track of it and then I know where everything is. This long ass thing is also from Michael's. I haven't painted it yet, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not a big deal. But this is where I store all of my medications and my vitamins, and if I'm sick, you know, just all those good things. And then lastly, we have this crate right here, which is also from Michael's. This one I painted black, and this is where I keep all of my hair shit. So I've got developer, bleach, toner, hair dyes, containers, clips. This is actually not butter. It's like some fancy Aveda conditioner that my friend gave me. This shelf was probably the simplest of them all. All I've got on here is my little TV, my PlayStation, bunch of PlayStation games, and also some old Wii games that I don't know why they're still in here, okay? And then this is where I store my plugs and my septum jewelry. This is the second to last shelf. Once again, another simple one. Just got all of my CDs on it. And in a corner right there is a very old iHome. That motherfucker is probably from like 2009. But it's got an aux, so I'll still use it occasionally. Last but not least, we have this bottom shelf. This is where I do my makeup. Got this nice mirror right here that used to have a frame. A lot of these containers are either hand-me-downs or from Amazon. I've got this like weird thing right here, which I use to store my palettes in. It's actually like a file organizer, but I found it at the Salvation Army for like $2. And I figured it was like the perfect size to store some palettes in, so it worked out perfectly. This container I know is from Michael's, along with this one. And then this one is another mason jar. That's probably from Goodwill, or we probably already owned it. And then this container, which I'm not sure that you can see, but obviously I will insert a clip. I'm about 94% sure this is from Target. All of these containers were probably anywhere from like, I would say $8 to $20. I'm not gonna go all up into my makeup organization because that's not important. And frankly, I personally don't give a shit. So if you do, let me know. Maybe I'll do it, but as of right now, absolutely not. And let's get back up. This mirror that's hanging on the wall is from Target. And I just used those little sticky strips to make it stick to the wall. And then above that we have this framed skeleton thing. Oh, and then those little bat lights that are around the mirror, those are from Joann's. Almost done. We have almost gone completely 360 in this room. This is my closet. Once again, not gonna get too much into this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna scan upwards and I can show you the top of my closet. So not everybody may have a shelf above their closet like this, but I feel like most people do. Maybe you don't, I don't know. Either way, this is pretty much what I use to store a lot of random junk. It's not the most like aesthetically pleasing thing, but I tried to organize it as best as I could so that it wasn't like butt fucking ugly. Really what it is a lot of like either old nostalgic stuff from school, like some old posters. I've got some old Halloween stuff in that corner right there. A lot of stuff over there is like extra packaging that I use if I need to like ship stuff out. I've got some old journals right here. Got my hats. In that red plaid thing is a bunch of scrunchies that I still don't know what to do with. In this file organizer is a bunch of art stuff or just like older paperwork that I don't necessarily need. It's kind of like a just in case type thing. And then in the black one is current paperwork. And then there's just a bunch of other like small little random shit up here that I just don't know what to do with, including like thumbtacks, old ear jewelry, this fucking iPhone 4. I don't know why I have that. And then I've got some other things up here that are just like extra wires and things like that. The very last thing that I will mention, which will help you thoroughly if you suffer from depression, either just in general or specifically seasonal depression, because in the wintertime it does get dark and a lack of vitamin D does affect your mindset. This lamp right here is a 3-tiered lamp. As you can see, there's 3 light bulbs on them. I would highly suggest investing in something called daylight bulbs. Daylight bulbs are exactly what they sound like. They mimic daylight. So if you are feeling sad and under the weather and it's dark and gloomy outside, turn your fucking lights on, okay? So if you take anything out of this video, 1, buy a lot of containers, buy compartments. Don't be afraid to own little knickknacks and things that other people may consider as, you know, clutter. As long as you organize that clutter, they are things that you make use of, then it's all right. 2, fill up your room with mirrors. It'll open up your space, it'll make everything seem a lot bigger, and it'll make you feel like you have so much room for activities. Yes, it's almost a year later and I'm still making that joke. 3, get some bright lights, make it nice and homey. Fill your room with things that you enjoy, posters, little knickknacks, a lot of plants. Whatever that may personally be for you, do it. Do not be afraid to buy things secondhand. I don't know why some people have like weird qualms with thrift stores, but like they're genuinely the best thing to have ever happened in existence. So go to your local thrift stores, okay? You will find some gems. And yeah, just don't be afraid to like stray away from this oversaturated cliche of monochromatic ass rooms. If that's your vibe, that's perfectly okay. You know, some people like a basic ass black and white room. Some people like to have mouse skeletons in their room. So, ladies and gents, theys and thems, nobody at all, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content at all, if you enjoyed me at all, if you got anything from this video, maybe consider commenting on this video, liking this video, subscribing to my channel, doing all that fun shit. And if you don't want to, yes, that's fine. But if you do, Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.